I haven't done these. Anyway, cut. Director cut. Bienvenue, welcome. Shit, I was gonna say in Spanish. Bienvenidos. As you can tell, obviously this is a sports channel, or that's where I'm aiming it for. And there was no sport. Well, I think. All right, I gotta redo that because I don't even know where the hell my head was. Okay, welcome, bienvenue, bienvenidos. Today I want to talk about is Cristiano Ronaldo done? Is he done? Real Madrid fans, look away or stay tuned. I'm a Madrid fan myself. I've been a Cristiano fan ever since he was at Manchester. And the reality is, I think there's two realities to this saga, to this story, to his downfall at the moment, which isn't really a downfall, but for his level of play going down. And I attribute it to lately he's been starting at the 9, right? And Zidane, for Zizou, has been playing with Asensio, a lot of Isco, Asensio, Modric, and he'll rotate Modric, Kroos, and then somehow play a Casemiro and leave Cristiano up top by himself, which he isn't bad at, right? He's played the 9 before. He's played it at Portugal as well, the national team. But when he's not used to it, when these players, these Iscos, these Asensios, these Modric, are they do a lot of one touch. They play a lot of one touches, and then Cristiano's gonna have to, work around that, which he's great at too. But him playing at the forward position is a lot of his back towards the goal, right? Or he's gonna have to be making a lot of diagonal runs in order to be getting those balls fed to him. And I don't think. Let's be honest here. Cristiano's a great player, but there's some attributes that he's not great at, right? I'm talking, sure, he can dribble, but I don't know how well he is. I don't think he's as good as Karim Benzema in tight spaces, right? Like, getting by defenders with the ball at his feet and in small spaces. That's not to say that Cristiano isn't good at it. He's just not better than, I think, a Karim Benzema, who does that extremely well. A great example of that was, I think it was last year's Champions League against Atletico. Karim was on the end line, or goal line, or whatever you refer to it as, and there was I think he was 2 defenders, and there was just no way you're like, okay, nothing was going to come out of it, but he somehow worked with the goal line, beat the 2 defenders, and got away, and I think that led to a Real Madrid goal. I think this was in the Champions League, if I'm remembering it correctly. Now, Cristiano doesn't do that extremely well. I'm sure there's some instances where he has done it well, but that's the reality of him playing a 9. He's going to have to be maneuvering and being to work within tight spaces, and that's just not something I think he's great at. And then another factor that plays in is that Isco and Asensio, if you pay close attention to them too, they're not really feeding the ball to Cristiano. Sure, there's some times where they try to force it and give it to him, but when they have the opportunity to, they just decide to either shoot it or or dribble. I think Isco does a ton of dribbling, which. It's who he is, right? But I think it hurts the style of play of a Cristiano Ronaldo. And yeah, and then the other reality, I'm sure not a lot of us like to hear it, but it's a reality. It happens to everyone, is that Cristiano Ronaldo is 32, going on 33, I believe, here soon. He's not the same player he was 4, 5, 6 years ago, right? He's not going to be beating a lot of defenders one-on-one. He can still do it, but it's not. He doesn't have that speed he once possessed. And surely enough, I don't think his body. You just lose that half a step, and then you want to compensate doing something else better. So yeah, I think it's a combination of things. I think it's him playing the 9 is just not suited for him, especially with that Real Madrid team. I think he's better at the flank. I think he can come in. He likes to come inside and then have a Karim Benzema to him, and then he can, or vice versa, or I just don't think he's, especially with that team, like I said, and Isco and Asensio kind of disrupt that a little bit. But yeah, I don't think he's done, right? I don't think he's done. But the reality is that he is 33. And everything, all these great players eventually hit that peak and eventually just retire, right? It's the nature of sports, right? They can't keep playing forever. It's a similar effect I've been watching a lot of Barcelona games. I'm a Madrid fan, Real fan, but I have been watching a ton of Barcelona games just because I like to see how they play, and especially Messi, right? Like, he's a once-in-a-lifetime player. But he's also been losing a step, right? You're talking about a guy that now has a lot of more responsibility on his shoulders. But he tends to dribble a lot, and he's been, I don't know, I'm not criticizing much. Oh, you're a Madrid fan, you hate Messi. No. He's been losing a lot of balls. His passing has been a little erratic at times, but it's a lot more dribbling. He's got to go do more and all this stuff, and it wears on you. I mean, you're talking about two players that play 90 minutes every single game, barring injury, right? And they play well over 50. You're talking club, you're talking their league, Champions League. Then you're talking internationally. So you're talking well over 50, probably even more, north of 50 games a season, 90 minutes plus. And I mean, your body starts to wear on you. So do I think, back to the topic at hand, Cristiano, do I think he's done? No, I think he can still have 2-3 good years left, but this is a glimpse of where he's going. I know he wanted to play till he's 40. Realistically, at a high level, at a Real Madrid, probably won't happen. Yeah, this is just a glimpse of what's going to happen, right? These two players they've carried football. I feel like if we can make a sports analogy, this is Mayweather, Pacquiao for the past, 10, 15 years in boxing. And this has been the same situation in football. You have Messi and Cristiano carrying the way. Now, I know there's other football stars, right? Of course, I don't just want to make it a Messi, Cristiano world, but there's Cristiano and Messi, and then there's everyone else. I guess Neymar is reaching that level. Maybe an Mbappe. I don't know, who else am I missing? Yeah, Griezmann, and you have Pogba and Dybala and all these players, but they're not. I don't think they're carrying. They don't. They're great players, of course, but they're still not at the Cristiano Messi level. And yeah, I don't know where football is going to go. Surely it's going to live on, right? It happened with the greats. Maradona retired, Ronaldo came along, Ronaldo retired, Ronaldinho came along, Zidane, and all those guys. But it's an interesting time to be a football fan. Are these two players done? No, absolutely not. Are they closer to their retirement than they were their prime? I believe so. I think they're both in their 30s. Soccer players tend to age in dog years, right? Zidane retired at what, 34? So, or something, 34? I don't think he played past 35, but yeah. The reality is that they both are closer to their end of their football journey than they are to the beginning. It's just a reality. It happens to everyone. But it's surely going to be fun to see if they can extend their careers. Then that's when you look and see, well, what did they do differently? So that's just my 2 cents on the Cristiano Ronaldo. Is he done? Should Real Madrid fans panic? No, I think it's just a drought. But it is a glimpse of, I mean, it's going to happen. It happens to everyone. Let me know what you guys think about Cristiano Ronaldo. Is he done? Or are you just being, are we Real Madrid fans delusional? Or are you just an all-time Real Madrid hater that you just hate every single one of their players and think Cristiano's, yes, absolutely done? So let me know in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care.